Hey, I get myself comfy here. What's going on? How are you all? There's no one here. Hi, guys. I need another cushion. I'm not the most comfortable. What's going on, guys? Only one person here. Only Sarah's here. Thanks, Rachel Ann, for paying. I just saw your message. Hi, CGG. Hi, Jackie. Hi, guys. Hi, Mango Love. Hi, Grant. Hi, Icy. Hi, Marion. Hi, guys. I noticed there's a big beef going on between Candace, the other manifestation coach on TikTok, and Kim Valaire's going on at the moment. Oh, it's so funny. Kim's videos just popped up. I knew exactly who she was talking about. She's like, there's a woman on here who's teaching you the wrong thing. And I knew Kim would do that. Do I not keep saying to you guys that Kim Valaire's is so argumentative and loves a beef? It's just cracking me up. Kim's right. What she's saying. It's very funny. If you follow either of those girls, I predicted it. I manifested that. I knew she'd come out with some fucking video. Hi, Sarah. Good morning. Good morning, Mango Lover. Love 1976. Hi, guys. Tea time. Yes, I am having tea. Hi, Monica. What tea would you recommend? I just drink Earl Grey all the time, but I've run out of green jasmine tea, which is what I normally drink, and I'm very distressed. I normally swap to green tea by this time of night, but my local IGA supermarket does not have green tea, and I can't be bothered driving down to my Coles, the big supermarket. So I'm just drinking Earl Grey this week. I'll swap to chamomile in a little while. I drink a lot of black tea. A lot. God, I'm getting bloody texts all day. Guys, if you have calls with me, you can't keep texting me every time there's a crisis in your life. Oh, my SP just texted me and he just said this. What do I say? I'm getting a lot of these this week. Guys, I can't help you. I'm sorry. I can't reply to every single solitary text problem that you've got. You've got to sort this out yourselves. You can't have me sorting out your problems all fucking day. I can't reply to you. Like, my time is precious. I barely have enough time in the day at the moment. I can't be replying to everyone's little problem. You're going to have to figure this out. Circumstances don't matter. I just got one then. It popped up saying, my SP just texted me. What do I say? It doesn't matter what you say. It matters what you're thinking. What are you thinking? It doesn't matter what you do. It matters what you think. Are you living in the end? Are you working on your self-concept? Clearly not, because you're freaking the fuck out and sending me messages. Guys, I'm not a dating coach. I can't keep replying to you every time you have a crisis. Deal with the crisis. Circumstances don't matter. Are you getting this? Are you powerful or aren't you? What do you need me for every 5 seconds? Step into your power, guys, please. I'm going to turn my DMs off next week if this keeps happening. Don't message me if you've had a call with me when there's a crisis. Message me if something wonderful happened and you've got a success story. Don't message me in a crisis and rely on me. You've got to be self-reliant, guys. You've got to step into your power. How do I stop manifesting over a girlfriend that just can't simply get this situation that she needs? What, Grant? I don't understand that. Let me read it again. How do I stop manifesting over a girlfriend that just simply can't get this situation that she needs? I don't to move on. I don't understand. Darling, you don't have to move on. Okay, if you're trying to manifest a girl that's not working, are you working on your self-concept? Is that what you're saying? You're trying to move on from a girl in a situation? If you're trying to move on, that's not necessary. You can change it. You can change the situation. Circumstances don't matter. You just got to change your thinking about the whole thing. Change the story about you and her, about the girlfriend and what happened. See her as the version you want her to be and work on your self-concept if that's what you're asking. Loz, your thoughts on the gateway experience. Is that the CAA experiment you mentioned? Yes, guys. The telepathy thought transmission experiment that proves that telepathy is real, and they hid it in the coffers of the CIA since the 80s. It is proven fact that telepathy is real. They got people that put them across from each other on tables. Then they got them in different rooms. Then they got in different places completely from each other, and they were still transmitting thought. And they were like, holy shit, this thing is true. Then they hid it for like decades until recently it came out. Because a whole lot of I think it was Trump made the CIA documents accessible. I think it was him. And because of that, everyone can read it. And you can go and look at it on the CIA website. And it's a whole scientific experiment about telepathy is true. Now, they've been using this in advertisements and everything since the dawn of time, since they figured this out in political speeches, everything. You don't think they don't know this information? Hi, Jazz. Jazz, did you get back to me about Adelaide time? I know you're in Adelaide time. Get back to me with the time, darling. Why did Florence Scovel Shinn insist in the divine selection instead of focusing on an SP? What do you mean? Why did Florence Scovel Shinn insist in the divine selection instead of focusing on an SP? Oh, you're talking about that she says the person will be divinely selected for you? Does she say that, does she? I wasn't aware that she said that. Okay, so if she's saying that, that's something she believed, that divinely selected things will happen for you. I don't believe that. I believe you're divine, so aren't you selecting it for yourself? If God is in you, which is what Florence believed, then how is it outside of you being selected? I don't understand that, because I thought that she understood that God is in you, just like Neville. So if she understands that, why is she saying it's outside of you being selected? Is that what you mean? I don't believe in divine selection, guys. You are divine. You are all gods, so you're selecting the person with your thinking. They're right for you, they're right for you. If they're your soulmate, they're your fucking soulmate, because you said they were. No one DMs you. What do you mean? People are DMing me all fucking week. Fuck off, Ashley. Light blonde morning. Any more questions, guys? Can I affirm I trust my friend about secrets? Yes, darling. Say, I trust people with my heart. Oh, thanks, Kat. I trust people. I can trust people with my truest secrets. Okay? If you don't trust her, that's got nothing to do with her. It's what you think about her, and then she'll be untrustworthy. Guys, when you have a sense of mistrust in people, they will betray you because you feel they're going to. Okay? Just think about the Bible. He's like, one of you will forsake me. One of you will forsake me. He kept predicting it, and then one of them did. He's saying to you, if you keep saying it and saying it and thinking it, it'll come true. Right? Does that make sense? So stop thinking that she's untrustworthy and assume you can trust her. If you think you can, it's possible. Yes, darling. What are we talking about? What do you think of Velez? Yeah, Kim's an excellent teacher. She's just very volatile sometimes and argues a lot. She argued with me once in a group and wrote back this snappy message about something. It wasn't anything really, but I was kind of like, and I'd never seen her reply to anyone in her group before, but it must have been because I used to answer a lot of questions, and she didn't like that I said I don't agree with her on this one particular thing. She was talking about setting boundaries in the 3D, and I said that's unnecessary. And oh God, she was like, I never said that. And I said, oh, okay, I'll watch the video again. And I never spoke to her ever again. But now she's got these 3 videos about Candace. And so she did that again about Sammy one time. Someone mentioned that they thought she wasn't a shrink, or it wasn't relevant information that she was a shrink or something. And she did 2 huge long videos on YouTube about it. And I was just like, Kim, take these down. I was like, it doesn't make you look good. Maybe she didn't like that I said that. I just said, I don't think this makes you look good. It makes you look argumentative and reactionary. And aren't you teaching people not to react? And then Sammy reacts as well about weight stuff and feeling people are snakes. So we've all got our thing. My thing is my self-concept stuff is in the toilet half the time, and I react. So we've all got stuff. I think she's an excellent teacher, though. And I love her accent. I wish I had her accent. Do you believe in angel numbers? No, darling, they're not a thing. It's just something you believe in. If you think they're true for you. But all they are your reticular activating system filtering out all other numbers and noticing the number like 1111, and then you notice it and notice it and notice it, because your brain will filter out that number, filter out all other numbers and show you only that number, and you'll notice it more. And then you'll think it means something, but really it's just because it's being filtered out, and then you'll give it meaning. So it's whatever meaning you think it is, darling. It doesn't really mean anything. If I'm constantly thinking about my dream life as if I've got it already, will it manifest? Yes, darling, step into the state that you have it already, and absolutely. Step into that state every day and don't doubt it. The doubt will kill it. Okay? Can I affirm my dream body without having to work out? Absolutely. People do it all the time. Lots of people are changing their physical appearance on this account, guys. Skin, complexion, eye tests, lots of things. Their health. All right, darling, just affirm what it is you want. I have such a juicy ass. I love my tiny waist. I'm so slim thick. People would think I'm so beautifully thin. Whatever it is. God, someone's revving their engine outside. I'm not a tarot reader, guys, no. I manifested my SP and the specific words. What do you mean, Jake? I manifested my SP and the specific words. What happened? Did they say what your affirmations were and they reflected them back to you? Tell us. What happened? Oh, thanks for the present. Thank you, darling. It doesn't matter. As soon as you think of it, tell yourself a good affirmation. What are we talking about? I don't do tarot, darling, no. Loz, you are live right when I'm going to bed and right when I get up. Keeps me on track. Oh, am I, Supermum? Oh. Are you in the States? So as you're getting up now? You're getting up super early. I got rid of my ex and manifested this amazing guy, and he treats me so good. I'm blessed. Oh, wonderful, Charlotte. Good for you. Bring an even better one in. Loz is my daily sunshine. Oh, Emily, thank you so much. That's so sweet of you. Thank you. Yes, I'm trying. Is that what you were asking, Grant? I've misunderstood it. How do I win the lotto? Go and watch my video on it, darling. I have one in my TikTok, How to Win Lottery. You have to step into the state of winner. Are you stepping in the state of winner? When you're handing the ticket, are you assuming you're going to win? You have to do that. Any more questions, guys? I'm scrolling down. Thanks, Loz. You're welcome. Affirming for my partner's happiness. I tell you what it's triggering. Feels good here. Well, guys, if you think they're not happy, they won't be happy. Oh, thanks, Eda291 for the fire. Guys, if you think they're unhappy, they're depressed, blah, 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 they will be. Stop seeing them that way. Stop. Is that what you're saying? I don't understand. If they're unhappy and it's triggering you, it's got fucking nothing to do with them. You think they're unhappy, therefore they'll be unhappy. Stop affirming that about them. How do we know if it's our manifestations or just coincidence? There's no such thing as coincidence, darling. No such thing. You're manifesting everything. No such thing as ESP or coincidence. When you think of someone and they ring you and you think, oh, that's a coincidence, or you bump into someone, what a coincidence. No, you manifested that. When it's ESP and you think, oh, I was just thinking about you. Yes, you sent that out telepathically and they called you. No such thing as coincidence. What if people bring up issues that cause you anxiety and worry? Yes, darling, it's your old thoughts being manifested by other people, being reflected by other people. Don't worry about it. Just go away from the situation. Don't say much when they're doing it, and then affirm against it. I have always been safe and secure. I have nothing to fear. It's just my imagination if you feel triggered by what they said. Loz, how long do I stick with the affirmations you gave me? Adele, is it here yet? Until it hardens into fact, darling. You can start concentrating more on the SP after a while, but is your self-concept completely on point to the point where you don't feel any negativity about yourself? I would never drop self-concept, darling, and I would never change them. If they're working and guys are coming out of the woodwork like you've told me that they are, it's working. Don't start changing it and fuck it all up. You've got to repetitively say it, guys. It's the repetition that sinks into your subconscious. If you start changing them up after a few weeks, your mind will be like, oh, hang on, we're starting to believe that thing about you being a queen, but now what are you now? Oh, okay, we're lost. We give up. Don't change it, darling. What do people bring up? I saw that one. Why is it that when I think of something bad, it happens, but when I think of something good, it takes ages? Because you keep saying that, Jazz. Stop fucking saying that. Oh, this is what happens to me. When I think of good things, they take forever. But when I think of bad things, God, they happen immediately. You just told your mind to do that. Oh, all right. That's what happens with us, is it? Oh, that's a new rule we've created. All right, you make the rules, love. We'll do that for you. We're just going to create bad shit happening all the fucking time, and good shit's going to take forever. Stop saying that. Stop thinking that. Stop affirming that. Guys, your thoughts are affirmations. The positive affirmations I'm giving you are just new thoughts. You're affirming that shit. That's exactly what will happen. Does size matter? Yes. What if people bring up issues? I saw that one. Sorry, guys. I'm scrolling down. Thanks, Loz. You're welcome. Ellie Hancock. So much movement. Keep persisting, guys. Yes, Ellie. Honestly, I was so excited. I was in the middle of a call. Your message popped up and I was like, oh my God. And the guy was like, what? I was so excited seeing your message, Ellie. Yes, keep going, darling. You've got this. Give it all good meaning. How can I stop doubting? Start testing yourself and see, darling. Start using your power. Start realizing how fucking powerful you are. Manifest little small things every day. A cup of coffee, a free parking spot, someone wearing something, saying something, etc. Test yourself and see. Start believing in your fucking power, guys. I can't convince you. Is it bad to manifest so many little things at the same time? No, darling. If it's testing yourself, good. But if you're trying to manifest a whole lot of shit and your subconscious is overwhelmed with a heap of shit, no, don't do that. Just do one thing a day. Little things. Little tests. My phone was glitching today and I affirmed for it to work and it did. Wonderful, darling. Yes, it does work on technology. Absolutely. I've got to get this aerial point and this television to work so I can actually watch TV. So much movement. Yes. Oh my God, I live next door to you. No, you don't. Please stop doing that, guys. Loz, when you start getting emotional at times, is that meaning my self-concept's working? Guys, some of my affirmations still make me cry. I still get emotional when I say them. And some don't affect me at all anymore because I've said them so much. Okay? It's just what is sinking in and what's still having an effect. It's great when they have an effect, but they don't have to continuously have an effect. Just say them and say them and say them. But if you feel emotional, it means it's working. It means it's sinking in. It means your subconscious is listening going, oh, this is the opposite of what we feel. That really hit home. Why is that hitting home so much? Oh, that's what I wish I was. That's what I wish I thought about myself. And then you get emotional. Hi, Loz. Hi, Ellie. You've helped me become more positive. Thank you. Oh, that's wonderful, Ida. 291. You're very, very welcome. If I'm dreaming of him, is he thinking of me? Darling, if you give it that meaning, then yes, he is. You create the meaning in your dreams, and if you think that he's thinking about you too, well, he is, but I can't tell you whether he is or not. I'm not a dream analyst. I don't know what's going on in your subconscious or his, okay? But if you're sending that thought out, then that'll manifest, and he probably will be thinking of you. You give a good meaning, darling. Been manifesting 3 months and no improvements yet, exclamation point. Well, Rizzy Chanel, what the fuck have you been doing? Have you been doing your self-concept? Have you been working on you 80% and only trying to get your SP back 20% of the time, or you're affirming for them and focusing on them, or focusing on the house 100% of the fucking day and not changing you, darling? That's why it's not working. Have you watched any of my videos? You have to focus on you, not them. There's no one to change but self. If you're focusing too much on the thing you want, it will not work. Please go and watch my lives. There is no one to change but you. Go and watch them in the Facebook group, darling. Click the link in my bio. Loz, what do you think of umbrella affirmations for self-concept to rampage on? Yes, darling. My life has always been perfect. Only my positive thoughts manifest. Everything always works out for me. I run this shit. I say ones like that all the time. Okay, umbrella things about just life. Works out for me. What I say goes. I'm the queen of my reality. Yes, absolutely. Will he come back? How the fuck do I know, darling? Only your subconscious can tell you that. I'm not a psychic. And a psychic will only tell you what you think anyway. If you say he's coming back, he's coming back. If you dominantly think that and live in the end and affirm for yourself and affirm for him, he will be. But if you keep asking other people, you're giving away your power, and no, he fucking won't be back. Can I over-manifest? Darling, you're manifesting all fucking day. What do you mean? You manifest everything in your life. Everything in your life. Should I stop watching Candace? Now I watch you, Candace, Sammy, Caleb, and Kim. Guys, Candace is just confusing herself this week, and she got really shitty, and then she went on Kim's video and started arguing. Candace, I think what Candace is doing, honestly, either she's really got confused all of a sudden and doesn't understand that thoughts create feelings. She's getting confused and thinking feelings create thought. And she's also saying, everyone's saying every thought creates, every thought manifests. No one's saying that. She's like, otherwise we'd all be billionaires every time we think of money. I was like, no one's saying that, Candace. Where are you getting this from? I think she's trying to shit on people or something to make her account sound better. I don't know what she's doing, but she's got very confused all of a sudden. Maybe she had a, I don't know, psychotic episode in the last week and lost her mind, because her videos before that were fine. I don't know what's happened to her. Okay, maybe wait till this whole thing calms down and she gets back on track and starts talking fucking sense and talks about the law of assumption instead of law of attraction shit and confusing herself. But yes, Sammy, Caleb, and Kim, yes, watch them. They're excellent. Caleb is Pluto's Gate, guys. That's the name of his channel. I'm also still having dreams of paparazzi around me. Oh, are you, Jake? Famous Jake. Do we affirm every morning and evening? Yes, darling, it's the best time to do it. As you're waking up, your monkey mind's still asleep, still not fully activated yet. And as you're falling asleep, you're drifting off. Your subconscious is wide open both times. Absolutely, but also watch your mental diet during the day. You have to replace it during the day. Can't just affirm morning and night and then think shit thoughts all day. We talk but don't communicate. Should I start a real conversation or walk away? Darling, if you're not communicating and you keep thinking you're not communicating, you won't. Your thoughts manifest. What are you dominantly thinking about your communication with that person? You're thinking it's shit. Oh, we don't communicate. We can't communicate. The communication's terrible, and it will continue to be terrible until you change that thinking. Start saying things like, he or she loves talking to me. Our communication, we finish off each other's sentences. We communicate so beautifully. We express ourselves to each other all the time. We understand each other implicitly. No one gets him like I do. No one gets me like she does, etc. Okay? I've been affirming a lot recently, and unrelated things I'll just think of once will happen. Wonderful, darling. Do you know why? Well, darling, if you think of it just once, you're getting very powerful. And they're things you don't have resistance against. Guys, the things you don't affirm for much and they manifest, it's because you don't have any resistant thought against it, like a coffee. Okay? But an SP, you've got a lot of old story attached. Yes, guys, do follow me. If you don't follow me already, I go live twice daily, nighttime US time and around this time, morning time UK and nighttime Australia. Okay? And then it's morning time Australia, nighttime US. Twice daily. So, guys, press the notification bell. And if you don't get notified quick enough on the live, for the lives on TikTok, because sometimes the notification's slow, do follow me at Manifest Space, Live Space, with Space Loz. Join the Facebook group. It's private. You can watch all these lives back, and I do give you a warning. Just follow the group and pin it, and you'll see the warning pop up on your Facebook that I'm going live in 15 or 5 minutes or 10 minutes, okay? And you can watch all these lives back. There's 80 live videos in there now, guys. Hours and hours and hours of content. Probably like 200 hours of content or something. I've reached out to my SP, but he's been cold and blunt. I've been affirming he misses me, etc. Why are you reaching out to him if he's been cold and blunt? Why are you doing that? Darling, they just reflect your shitty thinking and your old negative thinking that you had before. So if he's been cold and blunt, either you have to deal with it and understand that you created that behaviour with your old thoughts about he doesn't want me anymore, he doesn't love me enough, I'm scared to text him, I don't know how he's going to react, and then he reacts like that. Or it's slowly catching up to your new assumptions. Are you doing new affirmations for him, seeing him as the new version? Then it shouldn't bother you. But if it's bothering you, it's because you're still seeing them as the old version and you're thinking old thoughts, and then you get hurt by what they're saying, not realising it's something you thought. Something you thought once is coming out of their fucking mouth. I know it's hard when it comes out their mouth and when they're cold and blunt. I know it's really hard because you think it's coming from them. But you've got to understand that it's based on your thinking. It happened to me last week, guys, 2 weeks ago. My SP was like that, and it really threw me. But you've got to understand that it's just your thinking being manifest out of their fucking mouth, your old thinking. Don't take offense to it. Don't be offended. Don't be hurt. Think, I used to think that shit. Yeah, I was hot and cold. 1 minute I was thinking he was good, in love with me. 1 minute I think he didn't love me. He's cold and blunt because I was assuming he wasn't loving me. I was assuming he didn't care, and he's acting like he doesn't care. I'm getting birds before land, but I don't really feel like SP's around the corner. Help. Well, darling, if you don't feel like they're around the corner, then they're not. What do you want me to say to you? If you don't feel like they're around the corner, then they're not. Guys, what you think dominantly manifests. Are you dominantly thinking they're not around the corner? Stop that, Chloe. Oh, I'm getting all these birds, but where's SP? He's never going to turn up. Then he won't. What if I accidentally affirm something bad? Guys, you've got to affirm it and affirm it and affirm it over and over. Don't worry about it. Is it good to be suddenly calm after, what? After manifesting and getting signs from the universe? No, there's no such thing as signs from the universe. Kemeny Bond. You've been watching some law of attraction crap. You create the signs. You manifest signs with your thinking. I need a sign, universe. Then you literally manifest a sign. It's not telling you anything. You manifested a llama or whatever the fuck it is that you said you want a sign of. Okay? Signs don't mean anything. They're just the meaning you give it. If you see something, you think it's a sign, you gave it meaning. It doesn't actually mean anything. What are you talking about? If you're feeling calm, great. But there's no such thing as signs from the universe. I'm really sorry. Your dominant thinking creates your reality. What are you dominantly thinking? Are you trying to dominantly manifest signs? All you'll get is a sign and not your manifestation. Why don't you focus on your manifestation? How about that? I feel like I'm getting closer to getting him back. Wonderful, Sarah. Good. Keep saying that. Can I manifest for my SP or just self-concept? Guys, you can just do self-concept. If you start assuming everyone loves you, what I want wants me, men adore me, men are magnetized to me, then he will be too. You start just building yourself up, guys. Everyone treats you better, including them. How do we eliminate resistance laws? Guys, get rid of the old story. Work on you. Work on the shitty shit inside that story that's based on your self-concept. All of the old stories, guys, that you can't get rid of, that you're finding hard to get rid of, that are causing resistance, are tied into your self-concept. I'm not good enough, I'm not wanted, will be in the story of he doesn't love me and he left me and that breakup was awful and he hasn't forgiven me. Okay, it's your self-concept is tied up in that. Work on your self-concept as much as you possibly fucking can. Then throw away that old story and focus on the new story. It can't exist in a vacuum. You have to focus on something new. You have to give your brain a new story to think about. You have to give your brain a new affirmation to think about. You can't just get rid of the negative thoughts. They won't go away. You have to replace them with new thought, new affirmations. You can't just get the old story to go away. You have to replace it with a new story. A new version of the person, a new you. That's how you get rid of resistance. Focus on you. Focus on the new story. How do I get my partner who still lives with me to want our relationship back? Well, darling, it's not about getting them to want it back. You have to imagine they do. Imagine he wants you back. Imagine you've never broken up. Imagine he loves you and only you. And then work on your fucking shitty self-concept that caused him to break up with you in the first place. Go and watch all my videos, darling. All my lives in the Facebook group, Manifest Live with Loz. There's 80 live videos in there and lots about self-concept. Number 25 and number 41 are the ones you have to watch most about getting your SP back. And there's heaps more about self-concept and SPs. Just put in SP or self-concept into the search bar and you'll find all the videos on those. There's heaps, 80 videos. I talk about you getting a specific person back in every video. I talk about building up your self-concept in every video. And you have to change you to change them. It's got nothing to do with them. I think friends are just using me for my car. Well, then they will, darling, because you think that. People can only use you, darling, if you feel used, if you feel like a person who gets used, if you have such shitty self-concept about yourself that you even imagine anyone would use you, then they will, because you imagine that. Stop thinking that. You see the one? How the fuck do I know, darling? Your mind will tell you that. I'm not a psychic. I'm not a psychic, guys. We're talking about manifestation. Thank you. I adore your advice. Always so on point. Oh, you're welcome, darling. How do I build myself up? Darling, write down all your negative thoughts that you had today. All the shitty thinking. My butt's big. I'm not pretty enough. No one loves me. My dad is an asshole and hates me and always told me I was a piece of shit. I'm not smart enough. He doesn't love me. He's never coming back. All the shit. Then write the opposite as an affirmation. I have always been loved and wanted. My parents adored me and still do. My butt is juicy and gorgeous. Blah, blah, blah. And affirm that new shit, darling. That's how you build yourself up. And then rampage everywhere you're going. Driving the car, in the shower. I'm the shit. I'm the baddest bitch. I am a queen. I'm treated like a queen. I'm so beautiful and loved and wanted and chosen. And who wouldn't want me? Rampage. Build yourself up Muhammad Ali style, darling. Oh my God, this is so true. With positive affirmation, I've had what I have wanted manifested to reality. Yes, darling. Positive affirmations, guys. I wake up in the night talking to myself about my affirmations. Lol. Do you, Sarah? You're saying them that often. That's brilliant. Because they'll feel that energy shift and think, oh, shit, better come back. Yes, guys. You got it. How do I build myself up spiritually? Well, fucking no idea, darling. You're spirit. You are spirit. How can you build yourself up spiritually? What do you mean? Yes, exactly. Can I manifest from ASP or just self-concept? Guys, you can do both, but I would do more self-concept. Or you could just do self-concept, but you want action from them. So still affirm for them if you're interested in them, but or just do self-concept. If you feel like that is the problem, then work just on the self-concept. I'm doing that at the moment. Hi. Anyone, oh no, haha, anyone manifest for a sign and their For You page is full of tarot. Yeah. They're just manifesting those tarots on there for you. I'm going to my new friend's house today. Can you manifest for me and say, I'm going to have a fun day? You do that for yourself, darling. Okay, I'm going to have the best day. Imagine the day you had. Imagine it's the day after and you had the best time and you're telling your other friend how great it was. Telling I don't get on here and manifest for other people. You're the power, you do it. When you work on your self-concept, you became way more important than your SP. You'll be happier, yeah. You do, guys. You put yourself up on the pedestal and that suddenly they don't seem so attractive sometimes because the old version then was showing up wasn't so great. Oh, thank you. I feel myself getting close anyways. Excellent, darling. Positive vibes on it. Yes, darling. The relief I experienced since you shared this is essentially a shadow world. Finally clicks. Yes, it's a shadow world, guys. This is a shadow world. You are simply reflecting your thinking out to people and they reflect it back. It's a shadow. It's a mirror. It's an echo of your thoughts. And people reflect it back. And it's slow and it's laggy and it's delayed. And when you get your head around that all anyone is saying to you is something you thought about you, them, or the situation, then you won't be offended. You won't get upset. You'll be like, when did I ever think that shit? Oh, yeah, that's right. I create this shit. I create this whole thing. I'm motherfucking powerful. Okay, when you get your head around that, guys, everything will change. All right, guys, I've really got to go. Go jump in the shower. Thank you so much for joining me. If you would like one-to-one coaching, DM me in my TikTok or in my Facebook group, the admin at Manifest Live with Loz. It is a half hour, always goes for longer than half an hour, one-to-one paid coaching call with me over video. What you do is you send me what you're trying to manifest over the chat, okay? All the backstory about your childhood as well, so I can analyze your subconscious thinking that's causing you not to get your manifestation. Then I give you an action plan based on the specifics of what you told me and your subconscious thinking. Thank you, Kat. And you have an action plan to go away with, and you get back to me in 2 weeks telling me what's going on. So if you would like to know about that, more about that, guys, send me your time zone and DM me in the chat. And guys, please do follow the Manifest Live with Loz Facebook group. All these lives are saved in there. There's 80 lives in there at the moment. It's a lovely supportive community. It's private. Just answer a few questions so I know you came from TikTok and you're not a spammer. You can invite other friends as well that aren't TikTokers. And please do follow me. If you don't follow me already, I go live twice daily. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you all. See you later.